Tonight, President Trump is threatening military action against Iran if that country attacks the U.S. again. All this as Iraq's parliament now wants to expel all American troops from its soil. CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez is following these developments. She's here with more. Hazel.
And today, Iraq's parliament voted to remove U.S. troops from their country. President Trump says if Iraq does ask American troops to leave, the U.S. will charge them sanctions like they've never seen before. Death to America was the threatening chant out of the Iranian parliament Sunday after legislators in Iraq voted to expel all American troops from Iraqi soil. This in response to the drone strike authorized by President Trump Friday that killed top Iranian general Qasem Soleimani. His body and the caskets of others killed in the attack were carried through a crowd of supporters in Tehran Sunday. President Trump tweeting, "They attacked us and we hit back. If they attack again, which I would strongly advise them not to do, we will hit them harder than they have ever been hit before." The president later tweeting his posts were putting Congress on notice that should Iran strike any U.S. person or target, the United States will quickly and fully strike back, and perhaps in a disproportionate manner.
We made the right decision to take out this terrorist. He not only caused enormous death and destruction throughout the region, killed hundreds of Americans over the years, but had done so in the past couple of days, killed an American on December 27th.
While Republicans backed the president's move, Democrats questioned the president's authority to call for the strike without congressional authorization. The White House says they formally notified Congress of the airstrike under the War Powers Act.
I really worry that the actions the president took will get us into what he calls another endless war in the Middle East. He promised we wouldn't have that, and I think we're closer to that now because of his actions.
Senator Schumer says he's concerned about how Iran will retaliate. The country says it's now abandoning the limits of the 2015 nuclear deal. Former CIA Director David Petraeus told CBS's Face the Nation he was surprised President Trump ordered the airstrike that killed the Iranian general.
It's impossible to overstate the significance of the attack that takes out Qasem Soleimani and the #2 militia leader in Iraq as well. So this is bigger than bin Laden. It's bigger than Baghdadi.
Today, President Trump said the U.S. will not leave Iraq unless the country pays us back for an air base in that country. The president added his administration may discuss releasing the intelligence it had on General Soleimani that led to the airstrike. Jessica.
All right, Hazel, thank you. Meanwhile, 3 Americans died in a terror attack in Kenya. The U.S. military says al-Shabaab extremists overran a key military base used by U.S. counter-terror forces. A U.S. service member and 2 civilian contractors working for the Defense Department were both killed. The Somalia-based group has claimed responsibility for that attack.